I guess that's for the grasshopper.
Stuff for the grasshopper. Here's your strawberries. No more Help, he's got a feast. Very cute, you guys.
There's mine.
I think he likes us. He's not leaving.
I think that means he's just stopped.
Yeah, he's so cute. He's like, doop doo doo, just gonna leave.
I'm gonna move the strawberries.
Okay.
Because they suck your blood. Then you just get cold.
What? Grasshoppers don't suck your blood?
No.
Oh.
The spider.
Oh, the spider. Yes, that's right. They numb you. Oh, I gotta get this thistle out.
What's that, baby? What's that, baby?
Cosmo will show you the cabbages. They're right there.
What's that, baby?
Strawberry?
Mm.
Oh, we don't have strawberry.
No.
They're not ready yet. We have a little break. Don't pick that one, Woody. It's not ready. It's not ready. They're gonna get really good in a minute.
Daddy. Daddy.
That one's not ready. This cabbage looks amazing. Why is cabbage so easy? I always thought it was gonna be hard to grow. So this strawberry patch has gotten completely insane. The abundance is amazing, and we just planted last spring, we planted strawberry plants all around the perimeter of these two beds, and now it's like this. We were getting so many strawberries every day. We would fill up 2 bowls with strawberries. Now I feel like there's a little break, and we're gonna get a bunch more because there's more flowers, and we'll get them all season long. This is my chive plant that I probably shouldn't have put in the bed. My nasturtium, I can't wait. This is one of my favorite things to grow is nasturtium. And my cabbages look, honestly, I can't take credit for this because I don't know. I just put it in the ground and that's what happened. They just look so good. This kale looks awesome. I have some collards, and the reason these beds are a little empty at the moment is because I just pulled some cauliflower and broccoli that did amazing. The curly kale has an aphid problem, and remember, there's no such thing as a bad bug. Did you know that the only reason aphids come and other sort of like infestation bugs that are considered pests is to recycle plants, because our planet is on a recycling system. So when the plant starts to die and give off a signal that it's unhealthy, it literally sends a frequency and bugs come to recycle it.
I think I see a bunch.
Aphids are a sign that the soil needs to be nourished.
What's nourished mean?
Taken care of. Like it needs more nutrition. And so I added some worm castings from my uncle's company, Worm Gold. You have to buy some if you can. That is really helpful, but I need to do more nourishment to the soil, and the aphids leave once the soil is
I think it's done.
It's getting there. It's gonna be a little bit bigger. That looks so good.
Bowl.
Yeah, you want to put something in a bowl. You want to put the cabbage in a bowl. We've been harvesting lots of lettuce from this bed. But I kind of feel like I should replant something. I should probably get some more in the ground just so I can have it all season long. I'm actually thinking about putting up some sort of shade protection for my greens because it gets really hot here in the summer. I have some blueberries coming in, but I did not do a good job taking care of my blueberry plants. 2 of them died. My drip system had a leak or something, so we had to replace the drip in here, and I didn't water them at all during winter, and I should have. I did not know that. This lemon balm looks amazing. I never use it, but it looks so beautiful. So I have a few cucumber plants. These ones are doing very good. And then my ash tree right here is shading too much. These melon, I think I have squash and melon or cucumber, I'm not really sure, but yeah, those ones are not growing because they're getting no sun. And thanks to this also thriving blackberry bush, we picked our first blackberry this morning. We've never picked any blackberries before, so this is very exciting. Do have other squash, melons, I literally don't remember. Some sort of squash, pumpkin, or cucumber. I put 3 plants in here, and these are doing better because they're not so shaded. But yeah, this blackberry bush looks amazing. And we do have some ripening. We have a ton of fruit, dozens and dozens of berries on the bush. So can't wait for the abundance of that. These beds are doing pretty good. This yarrow is just making me want to plant more yarrow. So beautiful and kind of taking over the pathway. My carrots are doing pretty good here. I have the nasturtium flower. Yay! Love nasturtium.
Nasturtium flower.
I know, isn't it beautiful?
Is that one you just planted?
Yeah, that one I got from Neon. This is a honeysuckle bush vine thing. I'm also thinking, should I not have put that in my bed? Is it going to take over my whole bed? Probably. I have some tomato plants. I got them in a little late, actually. And then I've got beets that survived the slugs. The slugs were trying to demolish my beets. And then here's what you have to see, is our weed garden. It's so bad. Our plan here, let me try to get a good shot so you guys can see. This is the side right here. This is where the garden looks pretty good. It looks like maintained and taken care of. And then over here it's just completely gone wild. I would like to make more of a pathway here, put an arch right there at that fence. It's a little entrance there. I would like to plant flowers there, but I think what we're gonna do, when we have time, is to kind of like weed whack, mow everything, and then because there's no way we could pull all this stuff, and then sheet mulch, and next year plant flowers. You know, you just gotta go slow when you are raising littles, and just do bit by bit and be okay with messiness, you know? What'd you find? Is that a pear? By the way, this is our pear tree. It's has a name. It's called espalier or something like that. And each branch, there's like 4 different branches. Each branch has been grafted into a different variety. There's 4 different varieties on this one tree. And we got a lot last year and even more this year. It's so fun. The other thing we did is we planted our raspberry bushes along this row, and that's gonna fill in over the years. So that'll be really fun. We don't have any fruit from it yet, but yeah, it's like slowly. And I think I showed you this. You want Dada to see that? It's just a reminder that if you look at someone else's house or garden or anything like that, like just know it's taken time to build. Like if you start your garden this first year and then it doesn't look lush, that takes time and a lot of effort. And also, for those who have such beautiful gardens, they probably also have areas like this. I'm just gonna have my breakfast. Every time I film on these swings, I feel like I'm going in and out of focus. Hi, I haven't seen you guys in a while. I guess the last time I saw you, I was announcing the sad news of the miscarriage. And if you were wondering how I'm doing very, very good. Feeling really strong again and working out again, and like we got some heavier weights. You know, I never wanted to lift weights, but it's just really efficient when you have kids and you only have 25 minutes to do a quick workout. Yeah, I wanted to pop in here to share like some major revelations I've been having and paths I've been following with my mindset, and quick recap if you have been following along my journey with the power of the mind. My first introduction to the power of the mind was the You Are Badass at Making Money book by Jen Sincero, and I highly recommend this book. It completely transformed my relationship with money, at least started started the seed, you know, but even just reading that book, I was like, whoa, and things shifted like immediately. And then of course I worked with Heather McKean and Kent McKean from Mind Change. You guys know I used to do insomnia and depression and like chronically, and I did 2 sessions of Mind Change with Heather and Kent, and insomnia and depression just completely stopped for good, and I was done with that label, done with that phase of my life. And then from there, my mind has been just continually transforming, and it's like this constant renewal of the mind, and it's just been really good. I'm loving my 30s. I turned 37 this year, and I am just loving it. I just feel like there's just a true assuredness and awakening and almost like a fulfillment of who I am, and I don't know, I'm just really grateful for that journey. And there has been one author, I'm sure you guys know if you're at all into power of the mind stuff and personal transformation. Power of the mind, I know, kind of power of the mind, it kind of feels a little bit cliche at this point. That's, I don't know, that's just like the best way to sum it up. And this is the guy, Joe Dispenza. I got this from the library, and I keep doing this where I get something from the library, I'm like, why didn't I just buy this book? It's like taking me forever to read it, first of all. I can only read like a page and a half a day, literally, but it's dense material anyway, so that kind of works for me. So Becoming Supernatural, I believe, is his 3rd book, and I have not read his first 2. This is just the first one that was available at the library, and wow, I'll just say that if you at all are interested in expanding your mind and understanding the power that your mind can achieve just from belief, his first book is very fittingly called You Are the Placebo, and his second book I love so much that, like, the title, it's called How to, like, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself or something like that, and it's just so good. And I've just been listening to a lot of Joe Dispenza podcast interviews, and there's just been so many nuggets. I've listened to a few of them a couple times, so many little nuggets that I can take and internalize. One of my favorite things I just wanted to share with you guys today, it's just like it's been shifting things for me. In one of the interviews in some podcast interview, Dr. Joe Dispenza said, don't open your eyes in the morning until you are in love with life. And I just loved that so much. That just really hit me, because, you know, in the morning you're like waking up, and then you just start thinking about all the things you have to do that day, and it's not an invigorating script that you're running through your head. It's kind of brings you, you know, into the past and into the predictable future, and it doesn't invigorate your life. What does, though, is getting in the present moment. And what I have found is that using that mantra of being in love with life immediately brings you into the present moment, where you love every minute detail of life, and it like comes alive for you. And I've been using this as a mantra in my day with parenting. I have 2 young children, and they are the best kids in the world, and I love being a mom. I'm still triggered by them sometimes if I don't feel supported. Like, my husband's out of town right now on business, and like if I don't feel supported, I feel like my nervous system like is a little bit fragile, a little bit stretched thin, and I'm definitely more triggered, and I react in ways I don't want to. What really helps me in my day-to-day is to wake up in the morning practicing how I want to feel that day. I want to feel in love with life. I want to feel patient. I want to feel abundant. I want to feel joyful, happy, and practicing those feelings, like bringing your attention to your heart and changing those emotions, is really powerful. And then when I'm in one of those moments where it's like, what is happening? If you're a mom, and you know those moments, and I mean, this could be applied to people who aren't mothers as well. Obviously, there are hard moments when you're not a mom, but you know, in motherhood with young children, sometimes you're just like, ah. And so if I can remind myself to be in love with life, that this is what Hannah wants to do, I want to be in love with life, then I immediately become more present, because all my children really need from me is to be present and to enjoy them. And it's not always easy, but I have found that mantra to be really powerful for me, and I wanted to pass that on to you guys if anyone else wanted to dive deeper into that bit of personal transformation. And then there's another book I want to share with you, but I'll have to do like a little picture up here, because I didn't get the book from the library or buy the books. I don't have a physical copy. I listened to the book. Do you guys remember I made a reel? Oh gosh, I'm like nervous to share this. You guys remember I made a reel a while ago about how the books I tend to read are the ones that are kind of controversial. And I would say that Joe Dispenza is fairly controversial, but I also think he's like really widely loved in the arena of personal development. At any rate, it is so true that I tend to read books that that aren't like vanilla. Like, I'm not reading books that are just like making everyone happy. I tend to read books that kind of like are a little bit, or like super progressive, or like they feel like regressive. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really need to apologize. You can watch the reel if you want to hear my explanation. But I'm ready to share one of the books that I read, because the whole reel was about how I would never share my book list, which is true. I never share all the books I read in a year. But this book I feel convicted to share because of how it has changed my life. And I actually share this book with nearly every person I meet. Like, every person I like get into any kind of conversation with, because I tend to get deep quick. If it doesn't get deep quick, I get a little bored. This is the book I inevitably share with women, not men, with women. It's called, should I preface it? Okay, okay. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. By the way, yes, I'm stalling from sharing. I stopped wearing makeup. I've just been like embracing my true skin, and I don't think I've filmed without makeup for a really long time. Maybe that's making me feel more vulnerable too, but it's been really nice to stop wearing makeup. It's been like, I don't know, it's just nice to not have to wash my face at night. Hannah, tell us the book. Fine, I'll tell you the book. Okay, it's a marriage book, and it's called The Empowered Wife by Laura Doyle. And the reason it's controversial is because it's basically bringing back like traditional gender roles, and I know that's gonna rub people the wrong way, and you are entitled to your own opinion. In our marriage, me and Eric, we've been married for like 12 years, and I was just like, I was in this man suit. I was like trying to be the man, and I'll keep it quick, I'll keep it short. This book is teaching you how to regain your intimacy with your husband by embracing your own femininity and letting him lead. And it has been so amazing for our relationship. So I'm gonna leave it at that, because I don't have time to go into too many details, and I can already see the comments rolling in. But just know, you can do you, I'm gonna do me, and this has been so good for our relationship and our family and our children. And also, don't knock it until you read the book. I think the book offers so much wisdom, and a kind of a precursor to that book for me in my own life was a 1.5 years ago. I read The Queen's Code by Alison Armstrong, and that book is like, I would say, a lot more palatable in terms of introducing this topic of like, men are men, women are women, and here's how you relate to men as a woman. And The Queen's Code, I would say, it would be a great introduction for you guys. And then if that feels good to you, then read The Empowered Wife. But yeah, I really believe in I believe in marriage, and I believe that marriage can be a really life-giving relationship rather than like a strain on your life. Like, it shouldn't be this big stressor that it is for so many of us. And this book has been it's the best marriage book I've ever read, and I recommend it to every woman I've ever met, single or married. And if you're married and you desire intimacy, you desire being cherished and cared for, then I highly recommend this book, The Empowered Wife by Laura Doyle. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna let the comments fly. Okay, bye, see you later.